biggest.
Have you
fan
been
guys, but-
picking on friend of the show Dick Masterson at all lately?
Um,
It's just like me and Mike Tyson got into another fight.
Dude, next time
Didn't
one
go
of
my
us
way.
next time one of us has to sit out for an episode, I want to invite Steven and Dick, and not tell either one of them. Which I kind of just ruined it with Steven here. But.
We are the type of people that we both are. We are incapable of communicating with another. I think it's called epistemic polarism or something. But basically, we have like such a fundamentally different way of viewing things that we are totally incommensurable. We cannot talk with one another.
But that's why it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's the
I mean, I guess
best part.
basically, like my goal when I have a conversation with somebody like that, my goal is usually to just like ask the right questions to wind them up and then let them go, and then I just kind of stand there like laughing condescendingly, like while they try to scream at me, and then usually that makes me look good. So it's
Dick,
pretty
if
much
you
what it
see
would be.
this man, I love you, but you're Owen however many times you debated him.
Oh, I thought you guys only spoke once.
It's at least 2,
Oh yeah,
right?
it was just.
It's a
I thought it
couple.
was just once. I think he might have popped on another podcast. Sometimes these guys, when I talk to them, they'll avoid talking to me. But if I'm on another podcast with like 4 or 5 other people shouting at me, they'll hop in real quick. And I think he might have done that on one recently. I don't remember. It's hard to keep track of those guys. But
Yeah.
If I ever watch like a streamer style YouTube podcast, I'll get like one video through, and then the suggested video will have 9 different people in Discord, and it's like, this is too stressful. I don't know who these fucking people are. Everybody's yelling. I'm done. Like that whole like podcast area of live streaming podcasts, like it's fucking mayhem. Like no, there's no structure whatsoever, and that's coming from a show that has no structure.
Yeah.
well,
Like-
something I don't know if you guys notice how much you pay attention, but like podcasts. So, oh fuck, let's see if I get this right. Podcasts started off as kind of like a pretty super serious thing. And then it grew a little bit where like YouTubers then started to like big YouTubers like Woody and I think like the Game Grumps guys were like big YouTubers started to have like more serious podcasts. And then something happened like maybe 2 years ago, I think, where it was like everybody needed to have a podcast. And now there's like every single person that can throw video up on the screen and talk for more than an hour is having a podcast now. And even on Twitch, like every single streamer has at least one podcast running at any point in time in like their weekly like schedule.
Yeah, see, those people are all sellouts. See, we were doing this 11 years ago for fun
That's about
because
right.
we enjoy doing
That's
this.
not true.
Then not-
not 11
For
years.
sure.
Like 8,
Do we need to
8,
take a
9
second?
14, 15 years ago.
Exactly.
And-
Do we need to take a second to stop for an ad read or?
Not quite yet. Not quite.
That's
But
funny though.
That's my point. About 2 years ago, a business model came about where this whole thing became profitable and you could earn money doing it. Everybody's like, well, I need to do that then. But we're here for the love of the game.
8.5 years ago. I just did 441 divided by 52.
Yeah.
God damn, time flies.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
really.
like
This
that.
has been dragging on.
Especially-
Feels like,
No,
I
it
mean,
does.
for
It feels
me-
like every year
like I
of
said,
life gets
felt like-
faster, and it's
felt
scary.
like 14 years to me. I don't know. what you're talking about.
Watching bad podcasts has taught me moving in the direction of interrupting less. That's one of the things, believe it or not, one of the things I can't stand in a podcast is when people interrupt too much. And it's just like, it hits me with this self-realization and I pull back. I am, on a scale of 1 to 10, I've gone from a 10 to like a 7.
Hell yeah. All the way down to 7. Yeah, this is the only podcast I listen to like regularly now is Spittin' Chicklets, which is a hockey podcast. And other than that, like I'll listen to like 3 episodes of something, get bored, throw it away, and then you get it, Kyle. Your teeth get knocked
Yeah,
out
it took
in
me a
Spittin'
second to
Chicklets.
process it, but I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing good. And it's like it's so funny now because the Blues are playing Boston in the Stanley Cup, and the host of this podcast is so fucking Bostonian. He's just like, yeah, fucking dude, I'm trying not to be biased about it, but fuck, man, that hit against fucking Bergeron last night, fucking awful, dude. These Blues getting away with a lot of shit. And it's like, God damn it. But of course, there's no one in St. Louis doing that. But anyway, nobody gives a fuck about hockey.
I do,
No.
but I'll let it go.
I do, but I don't want to. Destiny, I know you're a huge hockey fan, right?
Yeah, I love the NHL, the Red Sox.